Hi, guys. This is Just with your fire signs. What do you need to know? First week of October. So I hope everyone is doing okay. And of course, oh, damn. Hold on, guys. And so, of course, we're going to start with Aries. Aries, some of you is kind of letting go of things that didn't work out, things that where there was delays or it just fell through. You're moving on past that and you're making a decision to move forward. Okay, and in style, might I add, some of you definitely could be looking really good the first week of October, getting a lot of attention, or people could be coming to your aid, is what it looks like to me. You may notice that you're dressing better, you're looking better. Some of you may have made a change to your appearance for the better. And you are definitely trimming the fat. Or some of you may have spent a significant amount of money, like you dropped a certain amount of money on your clothes and looking better. And it's a good thing because it's going to bode well for you. Now, for some of you, I do see you deciding to say, hey, I'm done with that job and I'm just going to focus on making money on my own or put more time and attention into my own business. And I think that that's a good thing as well. Probably gone will be you kind of focusing on what you lost and what you don't have, and you're going to kind of move forward in a very optimistic sort of way. And if there has been challenges with you and another person, either you feel better because you've dropped them or them you, and now you feel better because you only have to focus on yourself, or this relationship could be up for repair, but we haven't gotten to love yet. And I do see there being some forgivenesses and some apologies being made. Also, you may find that it's a little bit more you're being very supportive to your child, and they may be a little bit more loving and caring towards you as well. So that's what I have for you, general. Now let's look at business, career, and finances. Okay, Aries, for those of you who are employed, you may feel like it's a very restless week. I said this about another sign, I forget who, but you may feel very restless this week, and that you may not see long term here. You don't feel like this has long term potential anymore. For some of you, people around you may feel like you are either MIA. Some of you may up and leave this job and just don't come back. Some of you may let them know about some disappointments or some grievances that you have, and so they are aware of that. And I feel like they're going to try to make things right, smooth things over, or even try to act like, well, that's not what you see. That's not really how it happened. That's really not what they meant, that type of thing, kind of like a little bit of a gaslighting, but it is kind of sincere at the same time. So they may be just trying to make things right, but you see the writing on the walls. And because of that, you may come across, you may seem like you're very restless or that you're out of control, even to some extent at the workplace. It is going to take some time to get things back stable again, or you feel like, well, yeah. And even if you leave this and you have no other recourse, like you don't have a business of your own, money in the bank, that sort of thing, it may take some time for you to jump from this to something else and feel like you're where you want to be. So keep that in mind. But the energies and the cards that I'm seeing here shows that you're not happy where you are, and people will know about it. They're gonna know about it. For those of you who are looking for an opportunity, I do see that you can have one. You may be at the beginning stages of interviewing and meeting with people and negotiating and that sort of thing. I feel like you may be attracting companies who aren't necessarily in a rush. They want to find the right person. And it could be smaller businesses is what it looks like to me, or a very tight-knit kind of department. But it will come down to money. And I do feel like they are willing to pay if they find the right candidate. It doesn't say anything about will you get it or not. It's just telling me just what I said. For those of you who have your own business, you're moving forward. Either you're going to put a lot of content or you're going to be focused on your business pretty heavily. You will see people coming in, and you will see an uptick in clientele or customers and that sort of thing. Excuse me. You could even be getting proposals to collab with people, to work with people. And some of you may be doing that, and that can work well. But you will ultimately find it better for you to kind of stay independent and do things on your own. But you could be finding yourself kind of working with another person, that sort of thing. And for some of you, you could be moving and taking your business with you and just taking, relocating and changing a lot of things around. So I see changes happening for you guys, but if Aries that have your own business, it will be for the better. That's what I have for business, career, and finances. Now let's look at love. Okay, love. So for you singles, this is a side note. Someone could be going to jail. So be careful. I don't know how, but someone could be going to jail. Yeah, that's just a side note. Hopefully that doesn't relate to anyone. Ladies, your ex, they still want you. Not only do they want you, they want to be part of your future. So there's that. You ladies are looking really good, really good. At least in public. You are coming across as very independent, self-sufficient. You got it all together. You don't need anyone. Who do you need? No one. All you need is yourself. Well, we all need someone. At the very least, you need the Lord. But you are coming across as someone who is very independent. And looks good, who has worked hard, who has her ducks in a row. And yeah, independence looks good on you. You're happy. Some of you, be careful with all that drinking now. Be careful with the drinking, okay? The shopping, the indulging, because that's not going to make things better. And you know that. But some of you deep down inside, ladies, you're having a cry. You're kind of licking your wounds. You're thinking about the losses. So try to keep the energies light. I do see that that's going to be short-lived because you're going to get back to your, I want to say Sagittarius. I don't know. Some of you may be embodying a Sagittarius. I don't know. But you may get back to your Aries self and get out there and, again, looking very attractive. And exploring. I do see taking a trip or travel. Some of you may decide to go back to school, and you have evolved. So you're upgrading. You're stepping up. You're upgrading yourself to a higher level. That may be very obvious to you and other people within the next 6 months, 6 to 8 months, I guess, up to a year. And for some of you, every year it gets better. It gets a little better up to 8 years that you're in a progressive time for yourself. Year after year, you get better. So I do see you ladies. It's all about you. I don't see a man here at all. It's all about you. And you may feel like I'm finally letting the past go. And I've learned a lot of lessons. So yeah, good on you ladies. Men, Capricorn, why am I saying Capricorn? Every single men. Your past person has learned lessons from the two of you that they'll never forget. They'll never forget. So you have helped them change some way in life. And then I feel like some of you definitely may be going to see someone, traveling, driving, spending some time with someone that you may have. One of you may feel very deeply for the other person, while the other person could be, seeing it as just another fling, just another notch on their belt. That type of thing. There may be a couple of people that you're seeing. So be careful because things can kind of get out of hand. And for some of you, it's karmically designed for you to kind of learn a lesson, to not play with people's heart, to not just put people in a friend zone box when you've made them feel like they want more or they can have more with you. It's something like that. For some of you, and that doesn't have to just be you doing it. It could be someone doing that to you and they're going to get a karmic lesson from that as well. For some of you, you're realizing that the people that you're getting to know, they may just remind you of who you don't have in your life. And some of you could have mental paralysis, but you're really mentally stuck and locked and feel paralyzed because of what you no longer have or who you no longer have it with. So this will be a karmic time for you, Aries, where you start to kind of realize what you want. And it just makes it so much louder of what you don't have, because I feel like you start to notice other people happy, other people together, that sort of thing. And who wants you, you may not want them. And who you want, you may not be able to have them. It's something like that. So it's a very karmic time, but it's all to give you perspective, is what it looks like to me. Now let's look at couples. Well, I'll say this, couples, you're not alone. You're not alone. Like I said, so far, Gemini is the only sign with couples that love is renewing and getting better, and they're giving love another chance in a right way. Everybody else is going through shit. So you're no different. I feel like for some of you Aries out there, I feel that you feel damaged. You feel like you are broken from this situation, that you both may be broken from this situation. There's no doubt about that. You want to fix this, you want to make it right, but the challenge may be that it's a hell of a lot. It's a lot. It takes a lot to try to repair. It's a lot to try to get back on track. It's a lot. But nonetheless, you are there, especially if you're an Aries man, you are there and you will, show up the right way like you need to. That's your intent. You want to if given opportunity. If you're an Aries woman, you want this man to show up and you're willing to give it a chance and get it back on track if he is presenting himself the right way. Now, your person is trying to heal themselves. They're trying to love on themselves and focus on themselves. They're feeling like the two of you are at a standstill. They're waiting on you, you're waiting on them, and everyone is kind of just waiting around. It's that type of thing. And they may not feel like this situation, it may feel like it's very challenging to move on from the situation, get in a better headspace or get in a better place, or the two of you kind of move past whatever the problems are. But even though there may be a challenge in that the two of you haven't moved in a better place, you feel like it's hard. They feel like it's difficult mentally to kind of see things on the other side. You will. You both will try. Your person may be trying to make the first move, being nice, opening the door, trying to give this yet another go. And I do feel like it's either some type of manipulation that's happening, lies that's happening here, erratic behavior, maybe even bipolar behavior that can turn this situation back into separation and disappointment. So it can be I'm sorry, I want to talk to you, I miss you, that sort of thing. But no sooner than that, the two of you may be back on the outs because of someone's behavior or a lack of patience, understanding. And I feel like deep down inside, someone is no longer in love like they used to be. That's just the truth. Someone is not in love the way they used to be. Or someone is starting to show who they truly are. Something like that going on. It's something like that going on. So it's really going to be hard to get this situation back on track. One of you just may feel a little too hurt by it, too broken. And because their feelings, they're not looking at it logically or practically. They're in a very emotional state about it. Any little thing can prick it again, and then you're back to this state. Is what it looks like to me, couples. So that's what I have for you guys first week of October. Hopefully it's been helpful. Check you back on the next one. Take care, Aries. Hello, this is Just, and this is what you need to know first week of October. Some of you could have gotten out of jail, or you're getting out of jail. Okay, you're getting out of jail. Some of you, if you have felt mentally imprisoned, right? And you feel now like, yeah, I'm getting in a better headspace. I'm getting better. It could creep back up first week of October out of nowhere. Hopefully this isn't someone getting out of jail only to be put back in jail. But this is speaking to feeling imprisoned, feeling like you are can't get out of your head, and can't get in a freed sort of place. You are thinking about a woman, could be mother, could be the mother of your children. Some of you, it could be, again, ladies, could be you could be pregnant. Congratulations if you are. Hopefully it's a healthy one. And it could have been some drama, and you may have to report someone. I'm saying this, and it may sound extreme, but a lot of people are going through physical situations, arguments, fallouts. Like this week is going to be pretty action-packed. So if you don't have to deal with people, you probably be better off not to. But I do feel like you're not having it. Where you may have felt like you were being a little bit more patient, I feel like your patience has runneth over, and now your heart is kind of getting cold, and you may feel like you don't really know what to do at this time. Because it's like a part of you feels like you're going to be patient and you're going to wait it out and you're just going to see and that sort of thing. And then another part of you feels like, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to tolerate this. I'm not. It's that type of thing. And for some of you, you may have an unruly child that you have to deal with. And so your child may be in trouble, that sort of thing, Leo. You may find yourself having to, like I said, deal with someone who's very childish. Or some of you may feel like by the end of the week that you're going to kind of like let all of this go and just start to move forward and step out and do something different. That seems so extreme and kind of weird. Let me see something. Oh, okay. What the hell is this about? Hold on, Leo. I'm trying to get down to the... What is it? Well, I do feel like there's someone who may keep you in your head. I get I get Libra energy really strong. So for some of you, you are, okay, let me put it this way. If you are Leo man, if you're a man here, you're stressed out. You're not letting people know that, but you are stressed out because I guess a woman that you have children with who either was a wife or who could currently be your wife, may have been an ex-wife, the mother of your children, something. I keep saying this wife, so I guess maybe it's a wife. It's very significant in your life. She's kind of getting herself back out there. She's put this situation behind, and maybe now you're starting to feel the sorrows of how all of this has taken place, and it's almost impossible. You feel like it's going to be impossible to try to get back into a person's good graces and try to smooth it over and be okay with a situation because she has completely iced up on you is what it looks like to me. And I do know from the Leos that I know, excuse me, they don't like to stay in a bad place with people. They don't like people to stay in a bad place with them. It is important of how people see them and kind of keeping everything okay, even if they fucked up completely, they just don't like it. And so that could be for some of you men out there, is what it looks like to me. I had to get down to the bottom of what is all of this stuff. So that may be plaguing your mind and kind of in your mind quite a bit of how things have changed. For some of you, this could be third party energy and things are kind of not going as planned, or things are kind of getting out of control is what it looks like to me. I do see, though, toward the end of the week, going into the second week, some of you ladies are going to get some attention, someone trying to come back and love on you. You could even just have a brand new person come into your life and try to sweep you off your feet is what it looks like to me. So the rest of the reading could be quite interesting. This is only the general portion of your reading. But again, the way the cards came out, it was a little bit interesting. So now let's get into work, business, and finances. Okay. Okay. Hold on one second, guys. Hold on. Some of you guys, when it comes to your finance, you may be taking stock at, are you being paid what you're worth? Are you making enough? What could you be doing to make more? So you're getting very clear about your money, your finances, where it's going. Is it worth it? Are you making enough? Some of you are making really great money, especially, it doesn't matter, man or woman. Some of you Leo women may have a man. And again, together, there's great money together. Because he may make more than you and you make good money to begin with too. And that sort of thing. And some of you Leo men are out there making really great money. That being said, this week, as far as employment is concerned, you may find it to be quite peaceful. You're one of the signs that has a better week in the workplace than a lot of others, but you find it to be quite peaceful. You're kind of waiting around because, again, you're evaluating what you're making, the kind of work you're doing. You want more. You do want more, and it may be obvious that there's more to be had at the workplace. And don't worry, because your supervisors and people around you, they're changing and they want to offer more. It's a little bit more, but they're willing to offer more. You may be thinking it's going to be a whole lot more, and then you find out, oh, it's just a little bit more. It's that type of thing. But there will be successes. And I do feel like even though there may be just a little bit more for you, may not be for others, but definitely for you, you'll see even more with the title that you have, the opportunities that comes down the line. So even though it's a little bit more as time continues, it will yield you even more, or based upon your performance, which will be stellar, you will take that and be able to cultivate even more. So, this little bit turns into a hell of a lot down the line. And you may be very pleased by your birthday season, which obviously your birthday season. For those of you who are looking for opportunities, yes, you definitely can have some, or you can have one. I feel like it's more than one opportunity that you can have. For some of you, you may have your own business. And it's like, well, I want to work. I want to, do this. I want to do that. And yeah, they're going to welcome you right along. There's something about your energy that can't be beat this week. So any of you that's looking and want more, this is the time to go out there. All the cards are very supportive of you. So it kind of works in your favor. You kind of can't be beat. And maybe it has something to do with the new moon in it's a full moon in Aries, and that energy kind of like just gliding you right along. Go ahead, you can have it. You want that? You can have it. Okay, so those of you who have your own business, I'll tell you right now, for some of you, you have love on the brain, or you really want to correct something with someone. Some of you, especially if you're a Leo man, you want to correct something with someone secretly. You miss someone. You want to make things right. You want to get back in someone's good graces. You may feel like you need to. You really do. There's that. Some of you may be even thinking about proposing some type of business with someone, doing business together, that sort of thing, or being offered that. And while you'll take it into consideration, you may feel like, nah, I'm good. I'm better off by myself. It's that type of thing. I do feel like you guys are being tested. So if you can give, you should. This is a great time for you to be charitable. It's a great time for you to give back. It's a great time for you to help those, even if no one has helped you. It's that type of thing. And I feel that for some of you, you will start to kind of go more within, especially as the months get colder. If you live in an area where it gets cold around this time, you will start to be more internal. You may start to take a break from work, take a break from your business, Leos, and want to spend a little bit more time to yourself. Be careful, because you guys know that depression does creep up on you guys quietly, especially in the home. So be careful with that. Overall, I just feel like you're going to have a great first of the week. Like, you are the first sign that, generally speaking, it's good. Your business, your workplace, and money, everything is looking really good for Leos. Now let's look at love. Okay, singles, Leo single ladies. Your ex feels like you're a better person than them. I can hear some of you saying, you damn right. Okay. Somebody is tiptoeing toward you. Tiptoeing. You're in a good place, ladies. You're feeling a little bit better. Hopefully you're not overindulging, shopping, drinking, overeating, that type of thing. I do feel if you are, you're going to kind of gain some discipline. So that's a good thing. And you're holding back. You're not really putting yourself out there, ladies. You're really kind of like just taking a break from all of it, or you will be. And some of you may be in pursuit of other things. Like, you may start hobbies and something else that kind of you're more interested in rather than love, which we know that won't last long, because you represent falling in love and meeting people. That's what your sign is all about. So someone is going to come along, and it seems like you're going to get off of the porch and you're going to be entertained and just have a good time. Have some good fun with someone is what it looks like to me, ladies. This person could be super young, super young. For some of you, your kid or children needs more attention. They need that Leo energy to just feel like a kid and just have a good time and just have fun, that sort of thing. But you are up to play down the line, especially when we get into Sagittarius season, which is late November, December time. You will be up to play. Leo single men. Well, your ex is longing for you. So you have a past person who is longing for you, wanting you. And I do feel like some of you could have been watching, wanting to text, wanting to talk, wanting to reach out. Some of you may be making a decision like, I'm doing it. I don't care. That moon may have really pushed you to say, I'm sending this text. I'm going to reach out. I don't care. Because I really am hopeful that everything is this person has healed and everybody is in a good place, and maybe we can get to a better place. Okay. So here you come. Now, if you don't get an answer, some of you are feeling really bold, men. You may show up at her front door. You may walk up on her, especially if it's an Aquarius. Some of you may feel like you can't even wait another second. You've got to try to make this right. Just be careful. Are you really there for the right reasons? Are you there for a long time? Or are you there for a good time? Because it looks like you're there for a good time, a good time. And that could also be happening to you, men, where you really are hopeful that things are going to work out with you and someone, whether it be new or familiar. And you're doing everything right. But this person just may be there for a good time, not necessarily a long time. Somebody will be, and it's unfortunate because there's a lot of potential in this perspective connection. So there's that. Is what it looks like to me. As long as everyone's being honest, I don't see what the problem is. But yeah, it has great potential is what it looks like to me. Now let's look at couples. Okay, so Leo, you're not satisfied in this relationship. You're not so satisfied here. Some of you could be dealing with another fire sign, but you're not so satisfied. You're wanting to kind of be patient and test things out. You may need something different, like in this relationship. You may need your partner to be a bit different. You just need something different. So you need more. You need something different, and you're not satisfied. But you're being patient and optimistic at the same time. The challenge is there's just either for some of you, you're ready to get married, you're ready for a baby. There's something else that you need to really feel content. For some of you, it's your personal stuff. Like you're not happy personally, you're not happy with your career. You're not happy with your job. You're not happy in other areas that only you can bring happiness, but it's kind of spilling over in your love life. So you kind of have to evaluate that. That's for sure. You may feel like it's a challenge for you to just take things to the next level, whether it be let's get engaged, let's work together, let's become a little bit more locked in. Okay, that may be a bit of a challenge, and for you to appreciate who your partner is. That could also be a challenge here for you Leos out there. Honestly, you're about to perpetuate the same behavior. This is something where you have to grow out of, but you're not. Okay, so you may find yourself kind of like going through another karmic cycle that's very toxic. Okay, and it may be that you are coming from a place of fear. You could be, feeling like you're very controlling. You may be all about sex and what you want and don't give a damn about anyone else or what how your person feels, and you just want what you want and how you want it. And not really addressing the other issues, right? But just wanting to kind of live in that hedonistic way. So it's something about your behavior, or step outside of this relationship and start cheating, because this is definitely cheating. Stepping outside of a relationship and kind of getting your fix elsewhere, that type of thing. Just very hedonistic energy, and you've been down this road before. And if you don't catch yourself and control yourself, it's going to get out of control. Now, your partner may feel like they miss up good things. They may be blaming everything on themselves, that they sabotage something, and maybe what they've done, what they've said. And they feel like the two of you may need a break. They may need a break. They may need to go away, be by themselves for a minute, try to get back in a good headspace, that sort of thing. Because their challenge could be you. Their challenge could be someone's inability to be faithful, inability to be satisfied with what they have, maybe a reckless attitude and behavior. Maybe someone is completely reckless and can't control themselves, that sort of thing. So this person may be blaming it all on themselves. I don't know exactly what all they did, or maybe not identifying that you did it, but they may be feeling like they caused the behavior. I don't know. But it is looking like that, where someone is just completely reckless, and because of it, they feel like they need a break. That's all it's saying. And your person is going to kind of like 6 months to a year, a massive change is going to be happening here. 6 months to a year, where someone is going to feel like they Like your person may start to get back into better things. So they may get into school. They're going to upgrade in some way. They're going to learn their lesson. So hopefully you will learn yours, Leo, but they will be learning their lesson and they will evolve from the situation. There could also be where the two of you start to experience some blockages because now Saturn is involved and there needs to be some reality checks. So be careful with that. But overall, I do see the first week of October coming out and kind of putting your guards down and trying to recreate and recommit to being right with each other, right? Being appropriate and being in more of a traditional way with one another. They could even be seeking counseling. This could be, wanting to kind of do something together. So let's go to counseling. Let's take a cooking class. Let's do something together to kind of strengthen the bond, if you will, because trying to fix it in the most appropriate way and the best way possible will be something that you both want. But I have to tell you, I'm just letting you know. I'm letting you know. I'm just saying, if anybody is over here with this out of the blue, like I said, over here with this nonsense over here, okay, you're being watched. Oh, wait a minute. You're being watched. Somebody's watching you. And then you may not even know who's watching you. Somebody may have hired somebody to watch your ass, but you're being watched. And this is whoever that is, whoever's doing it. It could be you, Leo, it could be your person, but somebody's watching what the hell's going on here. And so, I don't know. Time will tell. That's what I have for you guys. Hopefully it's been helpful. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys. Hey, Sagittarius, this is Just with your, what do you need to know? First week of October. Some of you are really focusing on your money and your finances. Yeah, you're moving past kind of wanting attention or focusing on the more superficial things, And some of you may have been on your high horse, if you will, where you've been very optimistic. And you may have felt like things were kind of going in your favor. And now you may feel like there's crises to some extent, or you're coming out of a crisis situation. Okay. Some of you could be thinking very hopeful, being very hopeful and feeling like your finances needs to improve. So you have money on your mind quite a bit. You feel like you're going to be okay. You may feel like I'm good. I don't, I have more than 2 pennies to scratch together. I'm okay. But you need more, you want more. And some of you want to get in a better and a healthier mindset. And that's going to be the focus, general energy focus first week of October. There could be a gift, money coming your way from a couple, what it looks like. Could also be someone proposing something to you, wanting to couple with you. And you need to be very discerning there. But I also feel that there can be some rumbles under the surface. I really don't know what this is all about, but it could be a little rumbling under the surface. You may feel like you're imprisoned by someone or 2 people that you kind of just want to mentally get away from, but it'll be difficult for you to just kind of tuck that away and let it go. And I believe I told you guys that during the 2-week future predictions read, that it's going to be hard for you to just close the door on someone and walk away. You're going to have to face it and kind of deal with it. But there could be, like I said, a gift or an opportunity that comes your way that could be quite lucrative. It could. And it's something that's really lying underneath. It's like what you don't know, what you don't see. It's that kind of thing. But also would be careful with proposals or people coming to you, giving you how to get rich and how to this. Be careful. Something about it just to me doesn't feel genuine. Now, there's a sense of you feeling like you are imprisoned. Hopefully it's not literal, but there's a sense of you feeling kind of your hands are tied. You don't know what next steps to turn. And I feel like it will be short-lived. Like a lot of people this week, it may be kind of pulling out a lot of negative thoughts or negative feelings, but people overcome them and you're no different. So I do feel someone is thinking about you, paying a lot of attention on you, like really focused on you. And I feel like this could be about family. It could be about something long-term or someone wanting long-term with you. And someone wants to make a move, but they may feel like you're still in that stuck place where it may be very difficult to kind of get through to you. For some of you, that could be that. This person may not know exactly how to approach the situation because the things that they know to be true regarding you, they may say, well, I don't know how open Sagittarius is going to be if I reach out because they already said that type of thing. You see what I'm saying? That type of thing. I do see a trip or travel coming up out of the blue. For some of you, it'll be out of the blue. Some of you already have a trip or a travel plan, but also do expect communication to be coming back and forth pretty quickly this coming week in preparation of a trip or a travel. Someone coming to you, them, that type of thing, excuse me. And children will be a focus as well. That's your general energy. Now let's look at business, work, and finances. Okay, so Sagittarius, when it comes to your finances, I do feel like some of you, I'm sorry, guys. You may be like, give me a minute. It could be a lot of people or people coming at you with, you need to pay this, you need to pay that. You may be like, give me a minute. I do feel like you're putting your foot down. You're putting your foot down. You may feel like the shop is closed. Don't ask for nothing. I'm not paying for anything. I'm not doing anything more. You may be really needing to do some bookkeeping when it comes to business. And excuse me, when it comes to your finances, but also business, since I said that. You may need to do some bookkeeping. Definitely start to kind of get your ducks in a row. And I said that to another sign, I forget who, but yeah, you are taking your finances far more seriously. And also you feel, if you're not feeling like you're making enough, you're like, no, I'm putting my foot down. If you feel like people are doing you wrong in an effort to make money, you're going to put your foot down. So it's something about putting your foot down and saying, and taking a really hard look at things. Now, work, I have to say, is a bit challenging this week. It is. You need a break. I feel like you may feel like the oddball out at your job. You're approaching it feeling stuck, feeling trapped, feeling like there's no way out. And it's very clear. What's very clear? Hold on. What's clear? That you gotta go. It's clear that you gotta go. It's clear that you're better, too good for this place. You're better than this place. That's very clear. They don't know what to do. These people at work, they don't know what to do. There may be a lot of quiet. You may find people to be very quiet, very secretive. They know some things that you don't know, that sort of thing. Some people may be in the dark, too, about what's going on. So some people don't know. Some people do know, but they're making sure whatever it is that you don't know. And I do feel that's going to be a challenge for you to kind of see things positively. It may be hard for you to get in a better headspace about this place, but don't result to drinking and drugging. And I say this because I want you to see this card. So when I say don't result to this, you kind of can put yourself in the mindset of that card. Okay, this card is not a good card. You see that card? You see how that card is? You don't want to be in that place, right? So be careful with not putting yourself in a hopeless situation, because again, as we started in your general, you're okay. You're right. You're okay. So this is the Sagittarius that I'm resonating with. But again, this is not the place for you. And I do feel like your time will come where you will be with a place that you can build and you can grow. Okay, this place may come around toward like the end of the year, and you may feel like, yeah, we're all back on track and everything is kind of working. I feel like I'm part of the team. Let me look at that a little bit more. I don't have much faith in that shit, but let me, okay, fine. I just, whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know he's showing up. Somebody's trying to show up in your reading. But it does get better, but it's peak and valley, Sagittarius, at this place. It's peaks and valleys. And it just keeps saying that you are so much better than this place. That's what it keeps saying. Because it will be peaks and valleys. You will notice around your birthday season that everything is great, that you're being praised again and that sort of thing. So, but you have these moments with this place. It's that type of thing is what it looks like to me. And so there's that. Now, for those of you who are looking for an opportunity, yes, there's definitely one. There may be even two that you can choose from. Two could come in at the very same time. Or for some of you who have this problematic job, you can look for something else, have something else, and kind of, maybe do part-time here and do full-time with the other one. Because if you find something else, it'll be far better for you. I feel like there could be a man or men who work there, and that's a better fit for you guys. And it's something that still allows some form of creativity or freedoms, because for some of you, this place could be very problematic because you're micromanaged, or people, it's just the wrong crowd. So it could be a better opportunity going elsewhere. But for those of you who are unemployed and looking for work, I definitely see an opportunity coming your way here. Yeah, and starting a business of your own would be better for you as well. So there's that. Now, those of you who have your own business, it's saying to, oh, I'm sorry. Going back to those of you who are employed, it's saying that you need to know your worth. New moon in Taurus. So you do have Taurus, Sagittarius in your sixth house. Sixth house is your day-to-day job, the job that you go to, your day-to-day job, right? And so the reason why you're constantly going through this is because you're tolerating stuff that I don't know any Sagittarius that normally would tolerate this. You guys are up and leave, that sort of thing. So because you're not necessarily seeing your worth, and I understand, it's not easy out there. They're really pigeonholing people and all of that stuff. I get it. I really get it. So, no judgment here. I do get it. But it is a sense of you needing to know your worth, okay, and moving accordingly. So there's that. Now, that being said, going back to those of you who are self-employed, you may be holding on to this business, trying to create a new way to generate more income from your business. And you will feel like you can, and you will see more money. Okay. You will see money, but it may not be the first week of October. It may not all come the first week of October, but you stay at it, and then you will see that your business will start to grow, and you may see it be what it used to be or better than what it used to be is what it looks like to me. For some of you, you may be done with this business at some point within 9 months time because you've cultivated something else that you've been cooking behind the scenes, right? And that's a good thing to do. The challenge is going to be to kind of trick the system, if that makes any sense, or kind of escape it. Some of you may need to work. Some of you may need to put the work in order to get something out of it. So you really can't just sit on your laurels. You can't try to trick the system. You got to feed the beast. You got to. It's that type of thing. And as a result, you will see things starting to come together. So again, if you have no other ways of making money other than working a job, this is your sign that you need to start trying something that you like to do, something that you may have a natural knack at, something that comes natural to you, and see where it goes. You'll be surprised. For those of you who have your own business, it would not hurt you to start seeing it differently, and how can you shape it, and how can you turn it into something else. Know that there's no cutting corners. You've got to do it right. But if you take the time and be patient through trial and error, it gets somewhere. It does. And it's saying for you to cool your emotions. So don't, be so emotional and stressed out over this situation. For those of you who own your own business, and be humble. And that just means to appreciate every little thing. I've made, 2 sales today. I'm thankful for that, because it's something about you having to change this. You got to change this. And I can't express enough. And I feel like this is very important for you. And I just heard Scorpio. I wasn't even thinking about them, but you, Scorpio, and Pisces, it's very important to keep the energies light, to always breathe positivity out there, always think positivity as much as you can, and speak it, because you guys are, to me, the highest manifestors, easily to manifest depending on your mindset and your emotions. Very important, very important. I feel like Cancer's a little different, because they could be this one minute, they're they're moody. They could be like this today, this morning, and by the afternoon, they got it all together. And they will switch that energy up in a heartbeat. So for some of you, yours is a little bit more like it can spread a lot faster and deeper. And so you have to keep the energies light. That's what I've been feeling for Sagittarius. I've been feeling this for you guys for quite some time. So, being humble is going, and keeping a journal, and being thankful, and meditating, doing something where it's like, no, this holds me accountable and keeps me, focused in that kind of way, will help you guys. That's what I have for career, business, and finances. Now let's look at love. Sagittarius singles. So Sagittarius single men, we'll start there. You guys, your ex feels like the lessons that they've learned from the two of you will never be forgotten. So you've changed someone's life. You feel a deep sort of love for someone, and you are probably hoping that there's still love left within them. Yeah. You've got to walk away from someone and leave the past in the past, but it is difficult because you still reminisce about that person. You do. And for some of you who have options to choose from, you may be very caught up and not so sure what you want, who you want, what, between the people you're seeing now and the past person. It's very difficult to decipher what truly you want. But someone may be trying to make you theirs. Like some woman may step up and make the first move, is what it looks like to me. Some of you could be experiencing that, where a woman is on the fence. She's playing hot and cold. She doesn't know, but you will not stop. You're going to continue to be patient and buy your time. She could be a Gemini. She could be any sign, as you know. She could be a water sign. Water sign is coming up pretty heavy here. But whatever sign she is, it looks like if it is you that's making the proposal, then you're going to continue to do that. You won't stop until she gets clarity, I guess. So, yeah, I do see some new love coming. Could even be with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Earth sign woman, that sort of thing here. So, yeah, you have some things coming up when it comes to you and a new love or wanting to renew love with someone familiar, okay? Sagittarius single ladies, well, first week of October, you have an ex that feels that you are irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Can never be matched. Interesting. Well, I do feel like you're focusing on work a lot. There may even be someone wanting to work things out with you. It could even be in love. It could just be in life. And that may create an argument. So do be aware of an argument, some fallout, some fighting. Yeah, this is gaslighting, but for me, this is always an argument and falling out and fighting with someone to the point that just like, okay, we're not speaking. It's that type of thing. Right? But Well. What is this, Sagittarius? What's this? Somebody's about to be a bad girl with a bad boy. Oh, yeah. Bad boy and a bad girl. Some of you is getting ready to have some fun. It's karmically designed for that. And I forget another sign that I said, you're about to be bad. You're about to, I think I said to Leo and another sign. I forget who. But yeah, somebody's about to be a bad boy and a bad girl. Bad. It's coming together. And people are going to pick up for lost time. If this is a new person, it'll get hot and heavy real quick. Real quick. And somehow you just know each other. It's like a hand in glove. It's like old times, even though this person could be brand new. And this could last a good 6 months where things just seem to work. It just seems to go. For some of you, this person would give you money and trinkets and stuff like that, and things would just start to feel really balanced. Some of you would just be locked in. And so it's an unfortunate situation that it's kind of toxic, but karmically, you can find yourself, because I think it really was like this. So it gets better as time goes on, if that makes sense. So out of a toxic situation, it can kind of get better and find its way really being healthy and stable, if that makes any sense. Yeah, somebody wants you bad, Sagittarius. Somebody wants you bad. Somebody's been waiting on you. Somebody's been just waiting to come back into your life. Somebody's been trying to buy their time, but they can't take it anymore, is what it looks like. They've been watching you. And just when you're more focused on the practical areas of your life, someone could be coming straight into your life. I get a lot of wanting to come in, have a good time with you, that sort of thing. That's what it looks like to me here. What is this? Yeah, there's a lot of wanting to rekindle. So do expect the past coming back. I do see the past coming back, and I'm trying to tell you, I don't give a damn how all of this play out. Don't be surprised if you wake up. Yeah, don't be surprised if you wake up like, what? Yeah. You'll blink and it's going to happen. That's what I have for singles. Now let's get into couples. And for some of you Sagittarius single ladies, it's nothing about love or intimacy, but you may have something regarding family, some toxic situation, whether it be family or in your life in some kind of aspect where it has to get resolved, and it will get resolved. Finally, or down the line, it's going to get resolved, but someone has to get in contact with you and somebody has to address the situation is what it looks like to me. Now let's get into couples. Well, it's official. Gemini has the best couples love read for the week. They're the only sign that is willing to truly work things out, them and their mate. Like they're truly trying to do that. Nobody's hiding and lying and all that stuff. You feel guilty, Sagittarius. You feel like you have had a hand in the demise or the challenges in the relationship. So you are admitting some things. And because of that, some of you may be staying with this, sticking to it, not giving up on it, and maybe working overtime to try to fix it. Some of you may be working overtime to fix something that, as a result, it has affected your partner. So now they have to deal with a problem. And you're like, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll make it better. It's that type of thing. There's a issue here, though. The challenge that you have with them is that things are not the same. It's not like how it used to be. And you think about, will it ever get there again? Will you ever have that, get back to that place that you once was with that person? For some of you, if you have children, then the children, it's affecting the children. It's just not a good situation, if that makes sense, because of all of the problems that they're feeling or seeing or sensing. But you're going to try your best, Sagittarius, and I can say that, especially a Sagittarius man, but it could be, man or woman. You're going to try your best to make this right, to recultivate love again between the two of you, because you understand that that's where the breakdown is. Not the family, if there's children involved, but it is the two of you that needs to be fixed again. That's broken. It's broken. Your person literally feels broken. I feel shattered about this situation. They want to work this out. They've had you on their mind for quite some time. It doesn't matter where you guys are in this relationship. They've been thinking about you probably nonstop in this situation. The challenge is kind of really getting a higher understanding about it. Their challenge. The challenge may be that they don't know how to be alone. They don't know how to take a minute to themselves. And I mean fully be alone. You know, some people struggle with being alone. Sometimes you need to be alone. And you need to be quiet, like no television, no phone, no. It's very difficult, I'm pretty sure, for the average person to do that. And for this person, it can be very challenging. Also, it's challenging for them to kind of gain a better understanding, come to a more wiser understanding as to why this is all happening. They could be at a place where it's like, well, I'll try it again. I'll give it a benefit of the doubt. Yeah, I'll see where this can go. But deep down inside, they haven't even seen what part they've played in it. So there's that. Your person, though, is evolving. It may take them a little bit to really learn their lesson from this situation. And they may come to a conclusion of like, I can't do this anymore. It may take them another 6 months up to a year's time. But they may come to realize that they can't do it. They're too broken. They have changed. The situation is irreparable. And let me just see if that's what this kind of means. Ooh. Yeah. It may be hard for them to get over something, Sagittarius, honestly. And that's why I do feel, especially if you are a Sagittarius man. I get if you're a Sagittarius man or whoever the man is here, he really wants to work on this. The man wants to work on this, okay? He really sees the error of his ways, and that's all he can control, and he's going to be really trying to fix it. And this woman, although she's like, yeah, I get it. No. The woman may not even be as attractive to this man. She can't get it, or, it's just, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And someone's going to be honest. Somebody's going to speak their truth, but they may feel like, I can't do this. So eventually it's going to turn to someone's going to be devastated. And I feel like the man will be devastated because this woman just can't do it. There also could be a woman that's just straight angry and mad and angry, and she's not, and who knows if she'll ever be at a place where she's calm enough to hear anyone out and see it another person's way. So there's that, because too much has been done. And I get that too. So it's a devastating situation is what it looks like to me. And it will probably take another, I hear 3, 6, 8 months, up to a year to where this can finally be put to bed once and for all, and someone realizes that this cannot be. That's what I have for you. And you know, whoever says no, and, you know, this woman, she is going to have a cry, and she's going to, you know, cry, because ultimately this is not, I don't feel like this is what either of you wanted. And that's what makes it kind of sad. It's not what either of you wanted, but it's kind of what will have to happen. And for some of you, this could be some woman having to tell a man bye because, you know, he has to be away for some time, something like that. So yeah, it's an unfortunate, your reading is the most unfortunate reading, because it speaks very clearly to the demise of a relationship. And both of you admit that there's a demise here, that this is disintegrating, but trying your best. One of you at least trying your best to really make it work. But I feel like the other person is kind of numb and stuck. And then they're going to come to a conclusion that it's like, no. That's what I have for you guys. Hopefully it's been helpful. We'll be back on the next one. Take care, guys.